Hello, everyone. Welcome to One Global Movement Building Hopes and Dreams, where we speak with heart and our souls to help our young people worldwide. Thank you guys so much for always being here. And I believe that you all have a wonderful weekend. I did. And hey, we have to keep moving forward towards our goals and dreams on how to help young people worldwide. I will be the only one on stage here today. Sister Yvonne, who is always helping, has to do something. And so that is very good too that she does that because we need to take care of ourselves, our families, and then before we can come here and be able to also take care of these children and young people and women worldwide. I am in my car, so I had an appointment, but I had to hop out to carry out the show as usual because it's so important that we carry out the show anywhere in the world without any limitations. So thank you guys so much again for being here. I hope you enjoy the show today as always, but always remember to like, put the big thumbs up, and then share, like, and subscribe and turn on the notification bell to get notified for when we go live and for when we have new content. So again, thank you guys so much. Hopefully Melanie of Rwanda is going to join me here on stage if the internet permit her. Otherwise, I am fine. I am always ready. And thank you guys again so much. Let us know in the chat how your weekend went and what new things did you do to make a difference in the lives of children, young people, women, or just whoever. Just making an impact, just making a difference in the lives of somebody. Maybe it's just a smile, or not just a smile, not to minimize that, it's a smile, or maybe you took food or you called somebody to check on them. And that is what we are talking about here. So again, thank you guys so much. In order to catch up with my appointment, we're not going to be able to play our music today because I have to get done in time in order to go and continue with my appointment. So we're going to dive straight into our theme for today. We are in O-CADEMY Revolution Part 232. Wow, Melanie is here. Yes, Melanie is here. I was just saying.
Yes. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing wonderful. I'm cramped up in the car, but which is okay. I'm glad that I have a car because I had an appointment and I stepped out of the appointment to carry out the show before I go back. For that reason, we're just going to focus on our theme without the music so I can get back in time.
Yes.
So I'm sorry for replying to your message late, but we are here and thank you for supporting me. It's you and I today. We are the queens here today too. Okay, so thank you. So we
Okay.
are in O-CADEMY Revolution Part 232, Children a Heritage, episode number 5. The truth about money and energy exchange. Subtopic number 1. So money and energy exchange is a really broad topic. And we want to bring this back and to treat the subtopics so that we can understand and also hopefully help our children to understand this. The truth about money and energy exchange, subtopic number 1. Can energy impact wealth? You guys begin to answer this question so that we can come back and learn from one another. Can energy impact wealth? Can your energy impact your wealth? And when we talk about wealth, we're not just looking in the eyes of money, because without the other forms of energy, you will not get any form of wealth, let alone getting that money. So the other forms of energy can has to be put in place first before we can be wealthy. Your health, good health is your wealth. Your sound mind is your wealth. When you focus is your wealth. When you love your children, your family, that's your wealth. When you a lot of different forms of wealth, but you have to have the right energy. And of course, to me, I don't know what you think. I know that energy impact wealth. I know that for sure. So, and our sister here too will be talking. And as we talk along, Melanie, if you feel as to hop in, that's fine. Or if you want to wait until I'm done, that's fine. It's up to you, because here we give choices. We don't just say, no, you have to do it this way. No, that's not who we are here. So thank you guys so much. And let us go into our quotes. The energy you invest in your dreams fuels the foundation of wealth. Focused energy creates unstoppable momentum towards success. And I like to give more than one quote so that everybody can find their own piece. When you go back to watch, you'll find the one that resonates with your own energy, with your own purpose in life, and with your goals and dreams. So, number 2, wealth is not just about money. I want everybody to pay attention to this. Wealth is not just about money. It's the energy you channel into your passion, vision, and purpose that transform lives and builds legacies. That is very important. And then harness your energy with intention and watch as it transforms not only your wealth, but the wealth of those around you, your children, your youth, yourself, your family, and of course, the global economy. Energy flows where attention goes. Do we remember this common saying? Energy flows where attention goes. When you direct your energy toward growth, kindness, abundance, and wealth will naturally flow without you even really making an effort. Things will just go, because you understand that if they go this direction, there is a reason why it goes towards a certain direction, and all the same, it's a win-win, because I can still learn and channel it in a positive direction that I want it to go. So in the realm of wealth, energy is your greatest currency. Remember that. In the field, let me say, in the field of wealth, energy is your greatest currency. Remember that. Remember the power of positive thinking. As you think, so shall you. As you think, that's exactly who and what you're going to be. If we sometimes say poverty is of the mind and riches is also of the mind, everything is of the mind. So you can think and grow your way to success if you know exactly what success is, because money is not all that there is to the wealth that you intend to build. In the realm of wealth, energy is your greatest currency. Spend it wisely on what expands your potential and the possibilities of others around you. And so that's why we are here. And Mr. Ash Mufara brought us here together to really exercise that kind of energy and to hopefully reach others in the world, especially the vulnerable. We are talking about children are vulnerable. We're talking about our young people are vulnerable. We're talking about women are vulnerable. And if these populations are vulnerable, it therefore means that the men are also vulnerable. And so when we bring this together and holding one person's hand, one child's hand at a time, together, we can impact the entire world. So that is very, very important. So can energy impact wealth? What do you think? Let's find out together. Let us find out together if energy can impact wealth. According to me, I say yes, a big yes. Energy can absolutely impact wealth. In fact, energy plays a significant role in shaping how we generate, and manage wealth. However, when we speak of energy, in this context, we are not just referring to physical energy, not how I can beat this person, I can punch you in the face, or I can do that. No, that's not the kind of energy we are talking about. Or I can lift this number of pounds. Look at me, I'm strong. Or showing your muscles out, how you build your muscles. No, that's not the kind of energy that we are talking of. We are not just referring to physical energy, even though that is a part of it. Physical energy is a part of it, but it only comes when you must have built your inner energy. before it can begin to show outwardly, and then you can see it physically. We are not just referring to physical energy sources like electricity, like or fuel, or fighting, physical fight. We are talking about personal, emotional, mental, and even spiritual energy. Let me repeat this again. We are talking about personal, emotional, mental, and even spiritual energy. And here is how energy impacts wealth on multiple levels. And we know multiple level. What is your level? What is my level? So when we bring this thing together, we teach our children these different levels so that they will be able to recognize their own energy quickly when it does come, or when they work towards it. But we cannot do that without, first of all, really identifying those energies for ourselves. We, the parents, we, the adults, we, the caregivers, we, the government institution, we, religious institution, we, community groups, whatever, everybody has to be involved here. And we know that 1.4 million founding members, we have all that energy, all the kind of energies in the world we've been blessed with, and that's why we are here together. And I really am so grateful always, because with just me alone, I would not do this. There are so many people that don't belong to Unpassive that are also working here in One Global Movement, and we are bringing all this energy because it's a global thing. You cannot nurture one child, you cannot love one child, you cannot provide for one child without providing for all children in the world. We have to do this. That is the only way and the greatest way that we can transform society, by not just looking about me, and those that are connected to me, but also looking outside, because we've been called by the one that created us to serve humanity with the resources that we have and with the energy that we have. And to do that, we are going to do a thing in the world that nobody has ever done. And we thank God that Mr. Ash Mufara focuses on this kind of energy. That is why he wants to revolutionize the world through AI technology, by making sure that we reach every child, by making sure that every child is provided for, by making sure that every child is included, by making sure that every child has choices, not just limited to two. Two is not a choice. Three is not. We have milliards of choices in the world that our children can reach out to and begin to find out the energy in them. But we have to do it ourselves, just like we are doing it here. So now, number one, let's talk about personal energy and productivity. Personal energy and productivity. What does that mean to you? Your personal energy, your vitality, your motivation and focus directly impacts your ability to generate wealth. It does. It really does. When you are energized, like I see that a lot of all of us here who come here, we're energized. I need to go to go make an impact in the lives of children. You are energized. You are more productive, creative, and efficient, which translates into better opportunities for everyone, and for every earning, and for every child, and for every person. Conversely, Melanie, let me see if I can mute you here for just a little bit, and then when, oh no, okay. Melanie, I just muted you here a little bit. When it's time, then I'll unmute you, okay? So that we don't get that screeching noise. Thank you so much if you can bear with me. So, conversely, when you are drained or burned out, your ability to perform at a high or higher level diminishes, and reducing your potential to create and maintain wealth. Remember that a lot of us, we take things that we are not supposed to take. And when you take things that you know you're not supposed to take, what are you teaching your child or your children? To take exactly the same thing. Or our children are being forced into situations, and before you know, they develop anxiety, they develop a burnout, they develop headache, they develop some kind of emotional problems. And because we never taught our children not to accept things that are not good for them, to be able to say no when they mean it and to say yes when they mean it. And we here, we the parents, we do the same. And then how do you expect the child to do otherwise? So we have to be able to teach ourselves to say, okay, I am focused on this, and I'm not going to deviate from my course, from my purpose in life. I have to focus on it, but I also have to help other people, but I need to help myself. Focus on this first before I can be able to help some other person in the right way. And so we need to teach our children these. Otherwise, we will not be able to create and maintain the wealth that we want. So energy management, including adequate sleep. We take these things for granted. I know that I'm guilty. Sometimes I go, and go because of One Global Movement, because this is the foundational stage. I need to do those things and respecting appointments. And sometimes I go, but when I do crash, I always take time to really rest. Weekend, I sleep for 10 hours. Friday nights, I go to bed, I sleep for 10 hours. I wake up late, and then I sleep again for 10 hours again. I want to make sure, because sleep is very, very important. Exercise. And when we talk about exercise, exercise comes from inner exercise first. What is your mental exercise like? Is it positive or negative? When you do that, then you can be able to carry out physical exercise. And a balanced lifestyle directly influences your ability to take action towards financial goals. The more aligned your energy is with your ambitions, the more likely you are to attract and sustain wealth. We have to eat, like we are talking about eradicating hunger, illiteracy, and poverty. Food is number one. Without taking the eating healthy food, or teaching our children to eat healthily, we will not be able to attract energy. And the energy will therefore not be able to build the wealth that we want. So, wealth often starts with the mindset. Number two, wealth, the energy of the mindset is very important. And wealth often starts with our mindset. What we think, how we think it, how we action it out, how we teach our children, how we love ourselves, number one, how we also, because if you don't love who you are, what you are, the way you're created, you're bound to want to change to become like another person, not knowing that you can never become another person, because God created just you. God created just me. And nobody can walk my journey. And so you can never walk somebody else's journey, but the journey that you've been created with. This is very important. If we know this, you see somebody, they don't have a job, but they're still able to help other people. I'm saying this because my sisters here on stage, that's what they do. They don't have jobs. Melanie doesn't have a job, but she's able to take children to the hospital, provide transportation for people to help a child that is going through some health challenges. This is what we are talking about. You are doing it as an example because you have built up that kind of mindset that has positive energy. Even when there are difficulties, even in your worst challenges, you still have that positive mindset. That is very important. People with an abundant mindset believe in limitless opportunities. You see me, they used to beat me because I always say, I'm going to be a billionaire. I'm going to be this. I'm going to, I keep talking like a child, and they'll beat me up and say, oh, shut up. Your mom, your grandmother is not rich. I say, oh, yes, they are rich. My grandmother has a pineapple plantation. My grandmother has a water leaf plantation. My grandmother has a sugarcane plantation. I'll be saying those things. I say, my mother cooks and sells. My mother has this plantation, because that is the abundant mindset. And for sure, these are the things that educated me and my brothers. These are the things that helped me to begin to reach out at a very young age in that village to children and the older people, cook food, and I generated money, and I grew up also doing exactly what my grandmother and my mother were doing to make money. And I'm still doing it here in the United States. That is wealth. That is the real wealth, because you have that abundant mindset. You can generate wealth, create different funnels of income. through that. But if you're going to sit there and say, oh, I can't find a job, or I can't do this, because you have not really impact your mindset positively. This is very, very important for all of us. So this mindset is based on confidence. I talk with confidence and determination, but I didn't know what I was doing. But that's the way I was brought up. And you talk with openness, like what we are doing here with our children. We have to be open-minded. We have to be very open because we are dealing with children, and we talk about creativity. If this thing doesn't work, how else can you make it work without necessarily changing the gift that God has given you? What else can you do to make it work? And if you're done with that one, what else can you reach inside of yourself and pull out and continue to do it? And you talk about creativity. We're talking, our children are very creative. They are born like that. We were born like that, but somehow, due to our environment or our orientation, or maybe just maybe our own character, we are not reaching our full potential. But we are here now to say, let's come together and help ourselves and then help these children, because we cannot be teaching children without practicing the same thing, right? That is very, very important. So this mindset is based on confidence. Have confidence and believe in who you are. Don't let somebody change you. Don't let somebody make you to go and change your color, to want to bleach and to become like another person because your color has been sabotaged. No. Don't let somebody change your customs, your traditions, and your way of life just because they want you to be like them. They want you to be like them because they have an agenda, and you don't want to be a part of that at all. Parents, teach your children what is your culture. Your culture is your family culture that you build according to the way that God created us. Because those spiritual and innate principles are already there. We were created with them. We just need to keep practicing and doing it. And then our children will not have to go out there and face bullying and face exclusion and all those things. They will know. Because when they are excluded, they know that I have greatness within me. I can do otherwise, right? So the mindset is based on confidence, openness, creativity, energetic qualities. What energetic qualities do you have? When you have a positive, growth-oriented mindset, you take more risk. And that is not to say you just go and take risks. You have to take calculated risks because God has given you a mindset. And when you take that risk, you fail. That is very good. It means that you're heading towards the right direction. And then you learn and you do it even better. See opportunities where others don't. You have to see opportunity where others don't see it. You have to. Don't go the same route and then you keep copying the same thing that other people are doing. You take what God has given you and see opportunities where other people don't see it and bounce back from failures quickly. And not just bouncing back to stay at the same place. You bounce back to move forward. You push forward with determination and with an open mind to say, I can do this. I can do better than this. If others have done it, I too can do it. Without having somebody to derail you and say, no, do like this, do like, no. You know what God has put in you. You do it. And of course, you can seek advice from professionals, but you will know. Your inner intuition will tell you that they are telling you the real thing, and you continue to do that. So this energy of belief is often what separates successful people from those who struggle with financial security. This energy of belief in who you are, believe in who created you, believe in your success, believe in your belief in yourself. If you cannot believe in yourself, believe in the belief of your parents. If they are good parents, believe in the belief of your caregivers, believe in the belief of maybe your youth group or your pastor or your mentors, so that later on your own belief will kick in. I didn't believe in myself either. But I had to begin to believe in the belief of my grandmother before my own belief kicked in later on. My grandmother would say things, but I would say, no, but grandma, but look at the other children. Their parents are not treating them the way my father is treating me. How come I cannot be treated the same way? No, grandma, I don't think you're right. But later on, I believe in my grandmother. I believe in her belief in me because she said, you were born, you come from royalty. You were born with a crown on your head, the crown of success, the crown of happiness, the crown of wealth. You were born with that. Believe it. And I started believing it. And for sure, that happened. Because otherwise, why is it that I did not die among those that were going through the same challenge with me? And today I still believe it. And I'm believing in myself regardless of the challenges that I face. And therefore, we need to do this also for our children. So, on the other hand, a scarcity mindset filled with fear, doubt, and lack creates an energy of resistance. Now you're being worried. You have the mentality that, oh, we've always been poor. We've always lived frugally from hand to mouth. Oh no, our family is like that. Belief of scarcity, the scarcity mindset, and then you are filled with fear. Oh no, what are people going to think about me if I do like this? Now you're being worried what people will think about you instead of believing in yourself. And then you have doubts. You're doubting your potential. You're doubting your own greatness. You're doubting what can be and what could be. You're doubting. And we parents, sometimes we doubt ourselves. We don't speak life into the existence of our own children. And in turn, these children begin to also doubt themselves. And we have the lack mentality. Not to say, oh, I have all it takes to become what God has created me to become. That is very important. This creates an energy of resistance. When you start doing that, oh, I don't want to do this because what is going to happen? Just like a lot of people created an energy of resistance and started sabotaging Unpassive and Ash Mufara, and we are the founders. We did not believe. People sabotage them. When you sabotage people, know that you are doing so to yourself because that energy is coming from within you. It's not coming from those people. You see, Mr. Ashmefara, he keeps going. Just the fact that he brought this world family together, that is the number one thing that we need to really trust it and believe in it and therefore ourselves. That is very, very important. Do not resist because you believe in yourself. So this mindset focuses on the limitations of money. You start saying, oh, I need to just do this. Instead of saying, I need to put this money where it belongs, into the right cause, you start saying, oh, let me just, no, I'll put only this, I will use only a penny here, I will use only $10 here. And you start limiting yourself with your own language, with your own mindset. And that is exactly what is going to come. It makes it harder to grow wealth because the energy you are putting out is one of fear and restriction, and that comes from within you. We want to change this. We want to change it. I want to let you guys know that as we are broadcasting here, there are doves, lots of doves here, just flying around here, making beautiful noises. And I took some pictures of some. I'll post them online. Beautiful. I hope they are dove. Beautiful birds like that. Just an aside. Sorry about that. And then we talk about the law of attraction and wealth. The idea behind the law of attraction is that the energy you emit through your thoughts, emotions, and actions attract similar energy back to you. If you throw a stone, you better know that that stone is a positive stone. Because if it is a negative stone, it's going to act as a boomerang, coming right back and hit you hard. And it's going to be very, very hard on you. So if you consistently focus on prosperity, abundance, and financial growth, you are more likely to bring wealth into your life. It's about tuning into the frequency of abundance, tuning your mindset. Remember, what you think, your conscious mind will give it to the subconscious mind. And you start doing those things without even knowing, it becomes a second nature to you. So you want to make sure that you can impact your subconscious mind with positive energy. And thank God that these things, what is not so good, can easily be changed. God has given us the flexibility to change things. And so if what you are thinking is not helping you, you can easily change it. You have to keep affirming it. You have to keep actioning it out. You have to keep putting your hands together for it. You have to keep really practicing it before you know. You already changed that energy, and your subconscious mind will take it again and then keep acting out on it. Before you know, you're happy, you're healthy, you're wealthy, and then before you know, the money, whatever, let's not call it money, the wealth start raining down on you. It start raining down on you, and you don't even know what you did because you have that positive energy. When you focus on, I'm telling you, by the grace of God, this is the kind of rain that we want for One Global Movement. Because even if we were given $20 billion today, we will not be able to build the kind of schools that we want to build for children. It's not enough. But so, because we are here, we are seeking this through divine intervention. It will come regardless of what. It will come so that we will impact every child. And when we leave, we exit the stage of this life, we will know that that world will be here, and then our children will continue to manage it and pass it from one generation to the other. This is what is called building generational wealth. Very, very important. When you focus on positive energy regarding wealth, such as feeling gratitude for what you already have, visualizing your financial goals, and acting from a place of abundance, you can attract more financial success. This isn't magic. It's not because you're lucky. No, it's because you're practicing positive energy. But it is rather the idea that your mindset and energy creates actions that open so many doors of opportunity to wealth creation. Do you know that when I said, we're going to feed these children, but we must feed them organically, I started thinking, okay, from one watermelon plant, I have to plant like 60 something. And now we harvested more than 160 something fruits. We raise money, and then we also share it with the community and schools to really help them to eat healthily. This is the way to go. Now, as I keep growing those, I started studying plants, botany. I started studying what can I grow, what can I add that will help, because you can't just be talking to children without them seeing you doing it. Now I've studied quite a few plants that we're going to add in the One Global Movement Garden. This is from one idea to 2 to 3 to 4, and you keep thinking and moving forward, but thinking with that positive energy that is going to help you build that wealth that we so need. Then we talk about number 4, energetic exchange, giving and receiving. A lot of us don't know how to give, but even when we know how to give, we don't know how to receive. We don't. We start putting this resistance, this barrier, these excuses, right? Wealth is often a result of the energy exchange between giving and receiving. Remember that. Wealth is often a result of the energy exchange between giving, you give, and then you receive. Very, very important. When you provide value to others, remember, when you provide value to others, whether through your work, through your services, through your products, through your voice, through offering a bowl of soup to a child, sharing your meal with the neighbors, inviting them over, or buying some clothing or backpacks or pens, whatever you can do. When you provide value to others' lives, maybe a child that the parents are not there, or the parents don't know what to do, then you step in and do just a little. That little, you have built a foundation for that child for life. Just a little goes a long way. We're not asking you to go and do the obvious. Just do a little. Maybe it's just saying hello, good morning. How was your day? How was your night? Just like that, things will go a long way, like we are doing here. So this is very important. When you provide value to others, whether through your work, your products, your services, you are participating in an energetic exchange. Like you say, hello, Yvonne, like all of us do here. You're saying hello to people in the chat. It begins like that. This is the kind of energy we are talking about. And thank God that we have you, we all here, we are doing this in one global movement for children. Money is a representation of the energy you put out into the world. It shouldn't be an energy of hatred. It should not be an energy of jealousy, energy of killing, energy of causing economic hardship to people, especially to children. It shouldn't be an energy of lies, energy of taking advantage of children, or taking advantage of people, or relegating children and women to the background. Those are not the kind of energy we're talking about. We know that the world is so greedy and it's so full. Everybody wants to look at me, I'm powerful. And therefore, when you want power, then you become greedy. And then we do not look at kids that are suffering, even in our own communities, even in our homes. Even that power struggle and hatred is right there in our homes. Because if we don't start in the home, there'll be no way that you're going to do it outside. It had to have happened somehow in your home or in the facility that you're being taken care of. We're always saying this, it starts from the home before it goes outside. That is very, very important. Money is a representation of the energy you put out into the world. The more value you create, the more wealth you can receive. So why don't we go out every day to do something that can add value into children's life, into young people's life, into women's life, into the lives of our neighbors? It doesn't matter whether they're children or not, but when you do that, you are helping those parents to also help their children well. So the more value you create and the more wealth you are receiving every day, the wealth of your good health, the wealth of building a school for children, the wealth of providing food, the wealth for volunteering at the community kitchen to cook meals for children or for the homeless. What are we doing? This is what we are talking about. On the flip side, being open to receiving wealth is equally important. Do not, like some people say, money is the root of all evil. That's not true. That's not what the scripture says about money. It only says money is the root of all evil because some people use money to commit crimes, to take advantage of other people, and to create chaos in communities or in families. People use money to do that. And so that's why they say money is the root of all evil. So some people struggle with receiving because they believe they are not worthy of wealth. Do you know that some people say, oh, we've always been poor. My parents were poor. This generation was poor. And therefore, they do not see why they can receive wealth. Or they have negative associations with money. Because when you see, we look around us, it's everywhere. People who are wealthy, we see it in the news. We see it every day. We see it in our families. We see it in our community. They now begin to oppress other people with their money. They now begin to cause chaos with their money. They now begin to disorientate children with their money so that children can suffer while they keep enriching themselves at the expense of these children who are dying, who are being prone to hard labor, child labor, or children who they don't even think about school because people use their money to relegate these children to the background. And we know that because it's in our homes. It happened to me in my own home. I'm not just saying it from outside. It happened to me. You see that? So this creates an energetic block that limits wealth from flowing into the lives of our children and us. Balancing the energy of giving something and receiving something is key to attracting wealth. Balance it. Sister Yvonne talks a lot about balancing, and we know that you cannot train children without teaching them how to balance things. Otherwise, we will not be really helping these children. And now let's talk about emotional energy and financial decisions. Emotional energy and financial decision. These are different types of energy. The emotional energy behind financial decisions can significantly impact wealth. When people make decisions based on fear, based on anxiety or greed or hatred or jealousy, they often make poor financial choices, such as impulsive investment. You're investing impulsively. Like, I want to be at the top of the world. I want to be Elon Musk. I want to be the millionaire. I want to do this. To be that is not a bad thing. But what kind of energy are you putting in that to be what you want to be? It's a good thing to be rich because money is it's a medium. Money is an enabler. It's good, but what kind of means are you taking? Are you suppressing people? Are you stealing from others? Are you oppressing and suppressing others so that you can get those things to yourself? Are you trying to sabotage another person's business just because you want the customers to come to you? Remember, whatever you send out is exactly what you're going to receive. So when people make decisions based on fear, anxiety, or greed, they often make poor financial choices, such as impulsive investment or unnecessary spending. Like, I'm guilty too, because I used to just buy. I used to get fed up with clothing so quick. I buy clothing and then I buy shoes and then I wear them, not up to, and then I just give them away and then I buy. But I realized that somebody couldn't be using these things. Why do I have to spend like that? All of these things I'm saying, I'm guilty. And so I decided, nope. You see this now? This has been with me for 4 years and it's going to stay. It's not bad. It looks new. So why do I have to go and keep hoarding things when I can take those resources and help children or other people? So these emotional energies can cloud judgment. When you have this kind of emotional energy of greed, fear, anxiety, hatred, jealousy, it can crowd your judgment, leading to actions that deplete your wealth. And it can even block you from building that wealth. We're talking about children, remember. You cannot raise a child without building this wealth. And you cannot build a wealth without building it with a positive energy. Because you're doing that, your children are going to grow up and take it too. Because you have that bond, blood relationship between you and your child. What you're doing, even in the absence of that child, they're going to copy it. They're going to copy it. And before you know, you start blaming that child when you yourself is the one who did it. But hey, we can change things around and make it for the better by cultivating a calm, very calm, confident, and balanced emotional state. You make more sound financial decisions. Emotional energy such as gratitude, thank you, it creates a space in the heart of your creator to really feel your mental, emotional, and mindset account with a lot of wealth. That is very, very important. And then emotional energy such as gratitude, trust, and patience leads to a better long-term wealth building strategies. You see what they talk about when you talk about generational wealth. This is exactly what it's all about. For instance, being patient during market fluctuations. Don't be the one that will rush your car. Oh, I'm selling my share. Oh my God, the market is coming down. You quickly rush and sell it. Remember, this life it goes in a zigzag manner like this, up and down, up and down. And we have to train ourselves and our children to know how to navigate this because it's going to be that way. So we need to learn how to do it. For example, being patient during market. I see a lot of people rushing to sell their shares, and then in the course of doing that, they're fraud. We've seen it in this country where these people are apprehended and they are in prison. So for instance, really being patient or having trust in a long-term financial plan requires positive emotional energy, which supports wealth accumulation. And then we talk about energy of intent and purpose. Energy of intent. What do you intend to do? What is your purpose? That's the kind of energy we are talking about. Wealth that is aligned with purpose. You see what Mr. Ashmufara is doing? Aligned with purpose. And I know that all of us here, we have purpose. But what are you doing with that purpose? What kind of energy are you putting in there? Wealth that is aligned with purpose has a more sustainable energy behind it. When people earn money doing something they are passionate about or something that serves a higher purpose, the energy behind their wealth creation is very strong. The energy behind their wealth creation is very strong, I say it 3 times. The energy behind this wealth creation is very strong. It is very motivating and fulfilling. You are so happy that your energy is just so fulfilling. You know you're doing the right thing and you're happy. And then you, even sometimes when things are not going right, you are still happy because you are doing it with the right kind of energy. This energy sustains them during challenges, and it will help us and help our children to it will really innovate them and it will grow them. And in contrast, when people pursue wealth poorly for selfish reason, I said it before, or out of greed, they may amass money. They will get all the billions in the world, but the energy often feels empty. They are unhappy. They resort to drugs. They start going to rehab or treatment centers, and they start abusing children, like sex trafficking. They're doing a lot of things that will make them never to be happy, with even though they have all the money in the world. And eventually, the negative energy can lead to a burnout, dissatisfaction, or a loss of wealth due to poor decisions made out of alignment with their core values. And then number 7, the ripple effect of positive energy. What is the ripple effect of positive energy? Wealth that is built on positive energy tends to ripple outwards. That means wealth that is built on positive energy inner first, it will turn to flow outward. That's what we call ripple effect. It will turn to start flowing outward, see different direction. Remember, when we get to the top, you see the world, then you open up your mind and your heart, it start going towards these children, going towards the vulnerable, going towards other people. We start helping these young people to grow. This is what we are talking about. Ripple effect. It starts flowing outwards into other people. Even right now, in One Global Movement Conference, I cannot say we cannot help. You cannot let a child that is going through some challenges and you know about it, especially within our own circle here, and we don't do something about it. It would not rest well with me. We have to do something, because even $1 can change a child's life. $1. And that is very, very important. For this network effect of wealth generation leads to greater opportunities for everyone involved. That is so important. And in conclusion, energy as the foundation of wealth, it is deeply connected to wealth, from your personal vitality and mindset to the emotional and spiritual energy you invest in financial decision. Your energetic state can either enhance or limit your ability to attract and sustain wealth. So that is very important. I'm going to let my sister also express herself, because this is her day, and I'm sorry that I didn't answer your text in time, Melanie. So take over. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sister
Okay,
Yvonne.
let me good. Go ahead. I thought I
Yes.
was going to unmute you. You did already. Thank you.
Yeah, I did it. Thank you so much. It is raining in our place. That's
Yes.
why you are hearing something shouting. But you have really
Oh,
covered the whole topic. You have covered the whole topic.
okay.
And when I was looking at this, I saw one definition from the way website has dictionary defined this energy. They say that energy is the physical or mental strength that allows you to do things. While money is like gasoline for your vehicle. So it gives you the ability to do things you want to do in life. It is literally and figuratively the fuel that propels you through life. That means that energy and money, we cannot say that they are different. But as you know, there is a quote that says that money is not happiness. Does it
Yes.
mean that we need not to be, we don't have to get money because it is not happiness? Do you think it goes together? It goes together. Money, energy is connected to money. What does this mean for the financial success? because is the energy we bring in our work, in our relationship and our lives can have a direct impact on our ability to attract abundance and prosperity. So we
Yes.
need really to develop the energy in us in order to be successful. When we are in low energy states, we are likely um, to take risk. We are likely less to pursue opportunity and to be creative, all of which are essential for financial growth. So, but when we are in a high state energy, we are likely to be motivated, focused, resilient,
Mm-hmm.
and this can help us to earn more money and build our strong financial foundation. So you have actually explained everything. What we all know is that our energy levels can impact our physical health, but did you know that it can also impact our financial success? That means that it goes together. It is true the levels of energy we bring in our work, our relationship, and our lives can all have a profound effect on our ability to earn and manage our money.
Yep.
So we need to cultivate our energy, the energy within us. We need to have positive mind and abundant mindset that can attract opportunities, while a poor mindset may repel them. And by cultivating this healthy and positive money mindset, individuals can open themselves up to new opportunities and financial prosperity. I like when our CEO, Mr. Ash Bufare, says, I will do it or die.
Yes.
When he says, I will do it or die, you can see the kind of the energy he puts in on passive to build it
Mm-hmm.
in order to change people's lives. That means that he has a positive mindset and also a loving heart for humanity. And
Yes.
this is what we have to do in order to be able to help our children. There is a quote that says, work hard until it pains because poverty hurts much more. So do we want our children to remain in poverty? Because as you said, people are suffering all over the world. And there are people who are rich with this health, the wealthy, but they use it in a negative way. They use it in a negative way to hurt people who are not rich, who are poor. So we need to balance energy and work for us to be successful in life. You have covered the whole topic. Actually, I don't have anything much to add on what you have said. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Melanie. It's always a pleasure, and I'm so grateful that you're part of this, what we are doing here. And you're not just part of the on stage here, you are right on ground, doing it like in action for One Global Movement. I highly appreciate you. And whatever you say, whether it is little or it is much, it has a profound impact. And the way you say it, I highly appreciate you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've heard it all. What are we doing? What kind of energy are we attracting to ourselves and therefore our children? So in essence, managing your energy, whether it is emotional energy, mental energy, or spiritual energy, can transform the way we attract, build, and maintain wealth, making it an integral part of long-term prosperity for us and our children, and therefore building generational wealth the way that our Creator commands us to build. Not in suppressing people, not in enriching yourself at the expense of other people, not lying, not being greedy, not using the power that has been given you. Like, power means power, power with energy, not just showing to people, look at me here, I'm rich, I have these billions. Do you know that tomorrow we have seen how people die and leave behind billions of dollars, and they
Yes.
refuse to empower the world? Look at children are
Sure.
suffering, and most
Mm-hmm.
of the time their suffering is not caused by them or their parents, but they are suffering Why? Why? So I urge all parents, all caregivers, and all adults around these children to let us together get to work and try to change one child at a time to impact their lives so that they will know the greatness that they were created with, and in turn start contributing to things that uh, are dear to their hearts as well. But we can do this. There's plenty of things in the world. We've been created with too much, but until we find that positive energy, we will not be able to help ourselves, and therefore will not be able to help our children. So thank you guys so much, and let us appreciate our audience here. All right. We have Oh wow. Thank you guys so much, and welcome back from a wonderful weekend here. So let us appreciate our audience. We have our arts director Kushal. Thank you so much for being here, brother. We love you and we appreciate your hashtag One Global Movement, where we speak with hearts. Sure. Thank you so much. And of course, our beautiful sister Queen Nancy is here. Thank you so much, Nancy. Thank you, Sir Katik, for always being here. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And we have Unpassive Total Internet Solution. And I don't know your name, but thank you so much that you're here, being determined to support children, like Mr. Ash Mufara says, right? That is so important. And of course, our managing director, Mr. John Barilla, is here. Hello, everyone, and welcome to One Global Movement Speak with Heart today. Please feel free to comment here in the chat with your thoughts. Thank you so much, John, for all you're doing for One Global Movement children. And my weekend was wonderful. I cooked dinner for my sister and kids. Then I shared with some friends. Woo! That was a beautiful weekend. My weekend was beautiful, not out. We were supposed to go and check on that father that we always go and check, but we had to do something, to start a little something, because we want to attract resources that will help our children. So we were busy at home, and we called him on the phone, and he said, "Oh, I'm doing okay, Yvonne, I'm doing okay." But we always like to go in place. So thank you so much, Nancy, for sharing that with us here. And I know that other people have things to share as well. And we have our brother, Sir Ashok, who is always so consistent in what he writes here. We thank you so much. And we appreciate Mr. Ash Mufara and Unpassive and all of us who are here. Thank you so much. And we have Sir Manoj Jain. Thank you so much, sir, for always being that determined supporter for children. We appreciate you. Thank you so much to Sir Jivan Turkey. Thank you for being that support that our children need in the world. And we have Ashish Opandeye. Thank you so much, sir, for being among us here again today. We highly appreciate your support. And we have Linda. Hello, Dr. Mundih. I was invited by Nancy and Larissa. Hey, Larissa always asking me if I know Dr. Mundih. That is one of our children's ambassadors. And she's only, I think, 6 years old. That is, she does not play with One Global Movement, okay? She said, I am an ambassador of One Global Movement, and she spread it in the school, everywhere, and now she's going to adult. Do you see how the kind of energy that we are talking about here? Positive energy, and it's coming from these children. I am grateful to you, Nancy, for being the aunt to just children, and I'm also grateful to the parents for raising these children to become who and what they are. Thank you so much. Larissa, I love you. We love you. That is Ambassador Larissa Jerome. Okay? All right. Thank you. And we have Divya Kumar. Thank you so much, sir, for always being here to support our children. Let us spread the message across the globe. Thank you so much. And let's go down here. We have Deblina Sinha. How are you, Deblina? Thank you so much for always being a part of us here. And thank you for being a mother to children in your home, your family, and in your community and the world. And we have our beautiful sister here, Melanie Makano. We have two Melanies here, as you know. And this one on stage is Melanie Mukamugema, and this one is Melanie Makano. Thank you so much, sister. And thanks for taking your break to be a support here. Thank you. We have for Sanjo. How are you, beautiful sister? Thank you for always being here to support our children. We appreciate you. And we have our beautiful sister Veronica Ampim. How are you, sister? Thank you, thank you, thank you for your contribution to children's life around the globe. We appreciate you. Our love to all the children in your home. We have Shivan Shakar Nezaragi. Thank you, sir, for being among us here again today. We appreciate you so much. Thank you. And Nancy says, hello, family. Sorry, I stepped out for a little bit, but I didn't forget to press the big thumbs up. Subscribe if not yet done. Turn on the notification bell and share with families and friends and with other people in the community. And just so you guys know, and Melanie, Nancy speaks French, okay? She speaks French. She's French,
Okay.
but she can write.
Mhm.
She can do a lot of things here. Nancy,
Okay.
please call me after the show because I need to discuss something with you. But thank you so much for supporting children, your nieces and nephews, and thank you for the work that you're doing behind the scene. We appreciate you. We have Clover Kelly. Good afternoon, beautiful ladies of One Global Movement. Greetings to everyone in Unpassive. Thank you so much, Sister Kelly, for being a part of the kind of support that we need here for our children. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. It's always a pleasure for hashtag One Global Movement loves you and appreciates you. Thank you. We love you too, Nancy. Thank you. And we have Ofori Amponsa. If I don't pronounce your name well, please excuse me. I will keep learning until I know, okay? So good and communication. Thank you so much for being among us here today. We highly appreciate you. Come again and encourage others. If you're new here, we embrace you into this family that is helping children, women, and young people to eradicate hunger, illiteracy, poverty, homelessness, abuse, and all other challenges that face these children worldwide. Thank you so much, sir. And lovely information. He says, dear, thanks, dear. We have to live for one another. Thank you so much. This is the spirit of Ubuntu. I was raised with the spirit of Ubuntu. I was raised to know that you live for one another. You live because another person lives. And when we bring our thoughts, our resources, our love together, we can be sure that all our children and all families will be happy. Yes, the spirit of Ubuntu lives in our veins. We were created with that. But let us go back to that spirit. Thank you so much. We have Biswa Banhu Das. How are you, sir? Thank you so much for joining us. If you're new, you're welcome into this global family. We appreciate you. Come again and encourage others to be with you. Thank you. Kishan Makwana. If you're new here, you're welcome here. Thank you so much for joining us from that end of the world. We highly appreciate you. Come again and encourage others. Let us spread this to a youth group, to our communities, churches, to all families, so that every family can get involved. So that when it is time, we want to make sure that no child is left behind. All right. Thank you so much. We are going to do a lot for the society. For I have many old women here that are helping them, but my strength is small. Don't worry. We are together. Let us build this foundation. And we're not just waiting for unpassive. We have to look for other ways to build wealth so that we will have different funnels of wealth. And when unpassive does come, we take that wealth and then generate other funnels so that we have to keep helping these people. These parents have suffered to give us birth, they raised us. Our grandparents have been there for us. And it is our responsibility to make sure that we are not just helping the children, but also helping the parents as well, regardless. You can go into your community. I know that a lot of One Global Movement supporters that are working on the background, they are going into homes and helping the elderly. They are going into the nursing homes or going into their private homes and helping, but be sure you help them with respect and dignity. So let us do that. And I know because you guys are giving me a report of what you're doing, which I really love. And I thank you so much. You're not just giving me a report because you have to report to me, because we want to expose what we are doing so that we can encourage one another to keep doing what we are doing. Thank you so much.
Mm.
and says, I am waiting for the blessing of unpassive to change their lives or put a smile on their faces. Yes, we all are. And thank you so much for doing that. We appreciate you. And you can come and talk about what you're doing here, okay? This stage is for everyone. You can come and talk about, I'm talking to Sir Afori Amponsa. You can come and talk about what you're doing here, because when we talk about these things from different directions, we are helping these children. Thank you so much. We're helping them better. And our sister Melanie Mukamugema says, "It was Thanksgiving weekend for me. Oh my God, I need some of the chicken or turkey, whatever you cooked. I spent time in putting together winter gear and clothing boots for my local community. Also, lots of my no longer needed shoes packed for the Philippines. Thank you, thank you, thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. That's exactly what we've been doing for about 2 weeks now. And we're going to keep doing and putting things together, blankets and coats and other things for especially those on the streets that don't have things, and also keeping it to also ship it when time comes to other countries. Okay,
All
but
right.
thank you so much, Melanie, for doing that. Keep doing it. Let us keep doing this together. Thank you so much. And oh my God, Tarun Ja, where have you been, Tarun? We miss you and you're here today. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I know that you've been doing some great work behind the scene. Thank you so much. Keep doing it. And whenever you can come, then you come, okay? You don't have to come here all the time. And nobody has to. Only when you can make it. Because when you make it here, I know that you're going to contribute with a focused mind, with a positive mind, with that positive energy, not just doing it so that they can see you that you're attending. No, we don't want that here. Because whether we attend this or not, one global movement, building hopes and dreams, will continue to reach every child in the world. So thank you so much for joining us today. We have Sir Ojala Kumadas. Thank you so much, sir, for being that strong pillar behind our children. We appreciate you. And Melanie says, I have more missions coming up, which I started buying and putting aside. Apart from that, my Thanksgiving was spent with family and friends. Very nice dinner. For that, I was grateful. I was thankful. Thank you so much. Yes, happy
Wow.
Thanksgiving. And next time, who knows? We might join you in the Thanksgiving. Who knows? So this is what it entails. You come together with people, and before we come, we know that we're going to be supplying meals for Thanksgiving to families. We're not just coming to spend it together. We go to schools, we go to places. We know that we're going to give Thanksgiving meal, which I'm spending time now trying
Yes.
to study and get certification so that I can be able to handle food so that I can cook for people. So thank you so much, Melanie, for letting us know. And with that, uh, you have just concluded the end of the day. Oh, the managing director says, hello, Melanie Mukamugema. Thanks for coming today to One Global Movement Speak with Heart. Thank you so much, John, for always putting an eye and encouraging these people. That is the kind of spirit that we need here. Thank you guys so much. We're going to end the show. We will not be able to play the music so I can get back to my appointment. And Melanie, this was your day, and I will let you give your closing remarks. But before you do that, I like to just turn my phone on and I record your closing remarks so that people can learn from you. So go ahead, Melanie, and give your closing remarks here.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Yvonne. I don't really have so much to say. We have covered everything. What we can learn from this topic is that everyone has to build a positive mind, because once you have positive mind, I'm telling you, you'll be successful. There is nothing more in this world that can help you to succeed, and there is nothing that can stop you to succeed if you are focused and you have a positive mind. I saw what someone's message, I think is Melanie Mukamugema, who said that they live for others. We live for others. We cannot be happy if we are seeing people suffering all around us. We need to live for others. Even God said it. When we are in this world, we need to take hands, to hold others' hands, so that when they fall, we can raise up them. So
Yeah.
this is the call for all of us here, that we need to live for others. And also we have to work hard to eradicate hunger and poverty in our societies. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That was so beautifully said. Thank you so much, as always. Thank you guys so much. Until tomorrow, we wish you guys the very best and we love you all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Melanie.